my glasses to the brim. I'm throwing passes to the rim. Shots, we going in. Not too bad for middlemen. Took some jazz. On ice, I was bad like Mike. Now I'm good like Kendrick said, boy, we gon' be alright. I just double my price, yeah. I get love on sight. That's the only love I like. Now look at that, we nice. Put the past on ice. Now look at that, we nice. Put the past on ice. Now look at that, we 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 nice. On the outside looking in. I was bad like Mike.
Share, baby. Almost ready to get this going. Miles, you ready?
We are ready. Live and ready.
Was denied. I had spent those years, did not recognize the person.
Chad, we are back, baby. It's been
Chad.
a minute.
Ooh, I feel like it's been too long.
It's been a minute. Chad, how's everyone doing? Everyone doing well? Hope you guys are doing well. Feels like I have not streamed in a minute here, so we'll figure it out. Incognito. Chad, welcome back. Hope everyone is doing phenomenally well. But as always, before we start, gonna start this year the right way. We're gonna pray now very shortly. But personally, for me, over the holidays, I was thinking and I was watching a lot of stuff, and the theme for me personally this year is that verse in the Bible where it says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all its righteousness, and all these other things shall be added unto you. All right, so that being the main focus, the main drive being that all of the rest will sort itself out. And then last night there was a little video clip I also saw that said, why worry if you pray, and why pray if you are going to worry. All right, so that's one of the main reasons why we pray here every single day. So hope you guys are ready for an incredible year. Hope your mindset is ready. Fresh year. That's the beauty of fresh beginnings, is you can put 2024 behind you. 2025 is a complete new year. And if you've already messed it up a little bit last week, put it behind you. We're starting now fresh. Miles, what do you say?
You're 100%.
The guys that Miles obviously had a prosperous week last week. I don't know why it does all of that off stream without me getting a little bit of a head start. Yeah, he's 3 ahead now.
Yeah, 3 for 3, boys.
3 for 3. So, chat, we're gonna get going here very shortly.
See how Chad, we back. Chris was still chilling in Robertson, having a good time. I thought I would get a little bit of a head start with my members. Took 2 GJ plays and 1 gold play and absolutely put it in the ground.
All right, Chad, let's get going here and let's pray. Father, we just want to thank you for bringing everyone back safely here. And Lord, we just want to dedicate 2025 to you. We want to be in your service. And Father, we just pray for your hand of protection over us, our businesses, our families, and our friends. And we pray that you will be with us every single day. We pray for your guidance, your wisdom, your insight, that we can make good decisions here, Father. And even though we're going to stumble some days, even though we're going to fall, even though we are sometimes not going to do the right thing, that is where your grace will be sufficient for us to fall back onto it, Father. And we just pray that you will be with us every single step of the way. And every single step of the way, every little victory, every little accomplishment, that we will just give honor and glory where it's due. And we pray this and we ask this not because we deserve it, but because of your grace and your mercy. In Jesus' name alone. And if you believe it, chat, you can drop a big amen, now in the chat. Amen, amen. All right. Hope you guys are ready. Let's get straight into it. Audio should be good. Just let us know if the audio is not good. If anything, got a little bit of a refreshed and refined setup going forward. Just thought we clean up everything. But chat, let's look at this week. We're also going to chat a little bit about what has happened with NFP for the guys that were part of Project G. Perfectly called. We called dollar bullishness, gold bullishness, US 30 bearishness. But we will talk about why I was bullish on gold. Okay. Today, nothing much. Honestly, nothing going on today. Tuesday, we've got some PPI coming out of the US. Wednesday, we've got consumer price index out of Britain. And then for the rest of the week, I just want to see what is happening for the rest of the week here. Thursday is, we've got CPI on Wednesday as well, so quite a big one fundamentally. Thursday, we also have some employment data coming out of Australia, retail sales later that afternoon, and then Friday we've got GDP coming out of China. This year, US and China, big focus, guys. I hope you guys are ready for that. Trump's taking office, I believe, on the 27th or the 28th of Jan. And you know that tussle with our man DJ, DT. What did I say, DJ?
What were you doing this holidays?
Donald Jr. Donald Trump. So China, US, that's going to, again, I don't know if you guys were trading the previous campaign that Trump was in office, but China, yeah, that's going to be a big one. So there's going to be some extra elements to our trading going into this year. All right, so I hope you guys are ready for that. But back straight onto the chart, and let's see what we've got going on here, guys. So US dollar weekly is super bullish. We spoke about this breakout from this previous weekly range that we had, and we said if we can get through this, then dollar is going to go bullish all the way to the upside. This is our first area of interest. So I'm super bullish on the dollar. Nothing has changed for me fundamentally or even technically. From a daily standpoint, also bullish. On Friday, you can see we closed strong bullish out of this range. We can have something where we can come back to retest this breakout area. But while we are still printing bullish, while we are holding above the previous daily close, I'm still bullish. And the next area of interest is going to be the previous weekly high as well as the previous daily high. So once we get there, we want to see a lot of volume coming into the markets. All right. Now on the lower time frames, what do we have here? We've got Asia highs being taken, and we've got the previous weekly high and daily high up there. So for me, honestly, if the dollar is going to continue bullish today with relatively no news, we're going to have to get above this current weekly high. Otherwise, what I would expect is some type of pullback, maybe to even come and fill that gap, but not changing my overall bias for the rest of the week on the dollar. US 30 weekly, let's check it out. The weekly for me, there's actually what I drew out for the guys, Prodigy members before NFP. I said that is the direction we're going. So that's still there from Thursday evening. US 30 weekly for me is now bearish. Was bearish last week, bearish now again. One thing that I did state was that this is an interesting little zone. There's your yearly pivot. I just want to show you guys. There's your yearly pivot. Let me just do this quickly. I am bearish on the weekly, but here's the interesting thing for me. If we start holding above the yearly pivot and we come back into this range, something like this, then we're going to come all the way back up here to fill out this range, all right? But currently we cannot anticipate that before it happens. We have to take it as it is. So look left with me. Previously, we had bearish order flow, took a previous weekly low, then came back into the ranges. That's what is going to happen here today. I don't know, but not today, this week. But I am bearish daily as well. We've got this daily zone to contend with. So I'm just going to refine this a little bit. This entire daily zone is where we can either reject from or we can start coming through that zone. So very key zone we are trading in. So just be very aware of what's happening on the charts. All right. Asia lows untaken, not tested yet. I'm just going to delete that in the meantime. Asia hasn't tested as well. Our EQ is all the way up there. Previous weekly low, we broke below it, not holding below it. If we're going to continue bearish here, I want to see something like this. And then Asia lows being taken. So for me currently, I just want to see what we do here, guys. So very simple. If we continuously hold above that level, I'm going to go bullish. If we start breaking below, I'm going to go bearish. NASDAQ weekly, let's quickly check it. NASDAQ weekly bearish as well. There's your failure to hold above that previous weekly breakout. So as a minimum, I'm going to expect NASDAQ to come down to these levels. And just another note, hope you guys read the disclaimer. These streams are purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. The only guarantee we give you here is that you will lose money if you follow what we do here. So please do not follow a single thing. NASDAQ, very simple for me. If we stay below previous weekly low, I'm expecting us to come and fill out this range. That is quite simple for me. Weekly is bearish as well. Let's check it out here. My throat, my voice is breaking. We haven't even streamed for 5 minutes. Daily as well, we've got a refined zone right there, and then we've got that zone there, nice and clean. 15 minute, let's check it out. There's it, previous weekly low, previous daily low. Very simple stuff here this morning. If we're going to start breaking through here and holding below it, bearish. Otherwise, we can see some type of early week pullback. Then over to gold, almost done here, guys. Gold for me on the weekly is bullish. We spoke about in the call on Thursday a lot of emphasis around that previous weekly high, and I said if we can hold, maintain a hold above that, we're going to go bullish. So my expectation for gold is still the same. I'm expecting us to come back to 27.50. We've got our first little resistance zone straight up ahead, 27.20. Then we've got our little support here, 26.50. Daily for me, let's just do this quickly. Daily for me, also bullish. There you can clearly see it nice and clean. I just want to see a flip on this daily, and then on the lower time frames, nice little range here. EQ down here, Asia highs up there. Yeah, currently in a range, but I do want to say if we can hold, yeah, it's pretty rangy. If we can hold this zone here, 26.85, then I would expect as a minimum for us to come back into this tiny little range here. Otherwise, if we start breaking below here, I would expect price to come down to this flat body support area. So we've got two scenarios. Reversal play from that level up, or we're going to get a continuation down. Very, very simple. GU, almost done. Weekly is bearish. You can clearly see it. We're coming into a previous weekly demand zone. And now the question is, what do we do here? Can we hold there? Or are we going to continue low? Weekly is super, super bearish. At one stage, this thing would want to reverse a little. Yeah, look left with me, guys. There was your previous yearly pivot as well. Our current yearly pivot is sitting all the way up there. So a lot of bearishness through GU. Okay, let's just check here. 15-minute. Yeah, 20. Yeah, guys, this thing is super, super bearish. But what I would say, though, is if we cannot hold above this level here, we can continue lower. Otherwise, I would look for some type of reversal play to come and retest the previous weekly low. So I'm just going to monitor Asia lows. And then GJ weekly bearish. Let's just do this quickly. Weekly is bearish. Why is it bearish? Because we broke the previous weekly low. But now the only thing is we're already trading into this weekly demand, very close to it. So this right here is a range. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this here is a weekly range on GJ. And we're going to need to see what we're going to do at the lower end of this range. Breaking previous weekly low, previous daily low, super bearish. Already did 160 pips on the day. Might see some type of pullback play. So I'm going to monitor what we do at Asia lows as well. Just a little bit of a counter trend play. Get this back into the range, even if it's 50%. Otherwise, the continuation lower with no news today is going to be a little bit tough. All right. But Chad, that is my rapid fire analysis on all of the pairs. Over to Miles.
Okay, boys, let's have a look at gold first of all. I think this way, hold on. This mic's a bit tired. There we go. Okay, so we got London open in about 12 minutes. Let's see what's cracking. Dropping down to that daily on gold. I'm not going to go too far back just because I have already started trading last week. So daily creating higher highs and higher lows within the structure, as well as the candlestick anatomy itself. So for that, I'm already going to have the idea that we can go long if we continue to break the current daily high. That's literally just price grabbing liquidity and then starting to continue its drive, popping through on that 4 hour. This is where things get a bit more spicy. After NFP, we can clearly see that we have a lot of indecision within our previous candles. Price is literally just sitting in between the current daily high as well as our 4 hour demand level, sitting at 26.81. So there's not much that I want to gather from the 4 hour because this is purely just consolidation. I don't need to see price retest this level because it already has done so. nor do I need to see a tap into QP because it's also done so. So the only way I'm going to get in onto gold moves, honestly, is by dissecting that 30-minute time frame and 15-minute time frame in alignment with what the daily is already doing. So what I've done is I've marked out my 4-hour zones, which is the demand area, the supply area right there, and the demand area right there. Then I've dropped down to a 30-minute time frame, and this is my current dynamic level right here, as I mentioned on that 4-hour. So it's one of two things for me right now on gold. It's very straightforward. The break of that low, the retest, is going to show me that we are trading beneath this range resistance. Because if I look to the left, is this not consolidation? Yes, it is. Price just sat there for a while, creating a range. So there's my range high, my range low. If I mimic that to the right-hand side and I use that same sort of idea, and we break back into that zone, retest it, I'm going to then see that as resistance, right? So from that area, I'll then like to see price start to decline down to that quarter pip level, and all it is literally just trading the range. So the first idea on gold is to see if we can start closing beneath 26.83. If we can close beneath that level, I'm going to target my current daily low. That area itself is about, let me have a look, 35 pips. The entire QP area is about 85 pips. So there's definitely going to be 10 I can squeeze out of that pimple. Did you catch that, Chris?
I caught that.
And then on the contrary, if that doesn't play out and price does eventually start to drive, I will definitely look for that reversal play from this current demand area. However, it's going to be safer for me to see if price can break above the current daily high and then long it. To trade into this zone right now is going to be risky unless I can get a type 2 play, because that 30-minute is bullish. But nonetheless, this is going to be the simple setup for me today. There's going to be 3 scenarios, which is the closure beneath the shorts, the rejection of this for the reversal play on that micro, and then obviously the continuation for the longs above there. So what we can do over here is slot this in as our aggressive sell area. I will just change the size in that. There we go. So that's where we are looking to take the counter trend trade, which will be a bit of a high risk because your daily is creating high highs and high lows. Your 4-hour, however, is showing me indecision at a key area, which is on the left hand side. Here's my range there, high and low. So all I'm going to be doing is literally just trading the range. So it is a bit of a high risk to short, but I don't think it's going to be such a problem if we can start closing 15 or 30 minutes beneath the level. So I'm definitely quite comfortable with that. And then, let me just, Chris, is that thing? Yeah, it is lined up perfectly. Okay. And then for the longs, guys, it's going to be that type 4 scenario. If we do start closing above this area there, closure above, your next candle to pop down, grab liquidity and continue driving. And then on the contrary, if we sit here, it's going to be a simple type 2. It's going to be a setup like that on the left hand side. You've got your bearish candle, your indecision candle, your engulfing, showing us that the buyers are taking over and convicting the market. And then a simple just low wick, break of the high for price to continue driving. That's what I want. So I feel like on gold, we definitely have a very straightforward setup compared to GJ this morning. Because GJ, on the other hand, as I'll get into it now, I'm more so actually anticipating a reversal on GJ. But obviously I have to trade what I see and not what I think. But this is my areas for
You also want to
gold.
see a reversal
Yes,
of the lows.
definitely.
Okay.
I feel like after such a punch to the downside, we can definitely look for price to at least give me some sort of retest. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty much what I traded with my guys last week. We traded these shorts last week, which played out very nicely. And I did anticipate price to actually come down to the level of 190. However, when I look at the 4-hour and the daily, there is no sign of a retest. And we know pure market structure. If we look at market structure and we see levels like this, so let's say this is a level over there, price is coming down and it breaks through the level. We need to see something like this before the retest, right? Where is price grabbing liquidity? Because the thing is, how does price move? Price moves through volume, which is accumulated at liquidity areas, right? So that being said, if people start to close off their positions now and their positions get liquidated, right? What then happens? Where's the retest? Because just a quick little think in your head, if you're selling and you close the position, what does it show on your MetaTrader? It shows bought, right? The quote says bought, which means then price should give us that retest because that is where our demand area is. So this is what I want to see, that the previous demand is now retested, creating it as a new supply area for price to then continue further down. So that's what I would like to see this morning on GJ. Obviously, we can continue further down, and I will take that if the current daily low breaks. But I'm going to have it at the back of the mind that I would like to see price retest. So right now, you have two areas. The first area is going to be if price breaks the current daily low, I can look to short. And the second area is the break of the high for price to drive. However, there is going to be a little micro level, which Peter Pan told me about. And I think this is going to be the play this morning. There's my micro level right there. And why do I have that? Because if I look to the left-hand side, did we actually close beneath the wick of this candle? Technically, we didn't, right? Which means that this is my level of support right there. This is price dipping in to grab liquidity. And a simple close right now, back above this level. Next candle to dip in and start driving. I'm going to look to long the position as my counter trend play, which will be...
That's GJ.
Yes, sir. Which will be the retest of this resistance in alignment with the idea that you'll eventually get it back above there to start driving. So this will be that early play, ladies and gentlemen. And I left it like this so you could see what exactly I want you guys to acknowledge about this specific candle right there. So all I want to see is this candle close like that above. Let me just actually play it. This candle close back above like that. Open up, grab liquidity, and as this monkey flips, hey bro, let's go get his bananas. Right to resistance, and that is gonna be.
That's a new one.
I think I.
That's a new.
I don't know where I got all these terms this holiday. I think December. Hey, we're chilling
As
crazy.
this monkey flips. Damn.
And then my stop will be something like this, based over the candle's low, and then we're obviously targeting this highs over there.
15 minutes, 30 minutes. What is that?
15 or 30 in this case because
Bottom wick first, there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
look,
like
the
it.
setup's going to come
I like
off for
it.
the 15, but the idea of the 30 is there as well.
Yeah.
And then 15 will give me that setup. And then look to long it. If that doesn't happen and I don't get my ideal setup, it's just going to be longs above that resistance point. And then on the contrary, if this is just that micro level of retesting the resistance now, so something like this, the break, the retest, grab liquidity. Once it starts doing that, I will then look to short the position. But if you didn't know this, guys, everything that I just said now for the past 15 minutes
Yeah, it comes.
is purely just financial advice. It's
Wait. Purely.
yeah, I wanted to know if you're gonna catch it.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys catch that?
Yo, you almost
So this
gave
is
me a
pure-
little heart attack. Yo,
This
you
is
almost gave
purely
me-
just education. This is
Sure.
not financial advice. I like to see if these guys are awake. I mean, they've been sleeping for 3 weeks. We haven't been on stream. So this is purely just education, man, guys. I mean, for entertainment purposes as well. And yeah, this is pretty much my idea. But let me just show you guys the zones. This is going to be that aggressive area right there. I just wanted to see if Chris is awake. Guys,
Yeah.
Chris's eyes was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what
yeah.
did he say?
Yeah. No, that's the
What did he say?
Guys, I've been preaching it. You don't play with the episode.
What did he just say?
You do
He
not.
was like, you can't choke the stream on the
Sure.
first day. So this is going to be my areas right now, and then we can add in that micro level over there as well. You got London open in 2 minutes. Yeah, boys, let's see how it goes.
Alrighty, Chad. Markets are going to open here in 2 minutes. We've got potential plays here. Gold at that zone 26.85. Let's get that half round level sorted. Jordan say I'm still struggling with last year's water. Jordan, believe it or not, there was a there was a little bit left of last year's water, but I finished that earlier in the week. But there was some water that I failed to finish. But this is a new one. So, how's the holiday, Miles? Good?
Really good. Really, really good. I had a nice holiday. I
Well rested?
wouldn't say well rested because this
You
is the
didn't
thing
rest.
though. Sometimes like you go on holiday, but then
You move.
you're up and down. Like you're not really actually.
Same with me.
Resting.
It wasn't really a rest. I told my wife if I really wanted to rest, I should have stayed at home and just chilled.
Yeah.
That would have been the best.
Hey Joe, let's not play that game. This was
Yeah,
purely
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
education.
yeah.
This is not financial advice. Let's not play that game. But yeah, and yours, I saw you were lacquer in Robertson.
Yeah, I was Mossel Bay, Robertson, Stallies, and then
Lekker.
Neisner, and then back.
Vibes.
That was good.
Nice garden route.
Root of the Gardens. I know somebody, Nazam, said 7 is 7. Nazam, if I said 2 is 2 was the best. No judging, eh? No judging.
When Miles is out of PE, he doesn't go to bed. I won't lie, you're right. My thing is this. I can sleep when I'm in PE. I'm not always going to see where I am. So I'll just get enough to charge the battery, and then we're outside.
Chad, for the first time this year, markets are officially open and in motion. Ding, 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 ding.
All right. Okay, perfect. We are split screen. So on GJ, the setup is there. I just need a bottom wick. I can't take this trade unless I have a bottom wick. So this is the idea right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
We have price closing in your liquidity
Sorry,
zone.
Miles.
Yes,
so
sir.
while we're on split screen, always keep everything like dominated to the right.
Okay.
Your chart, just check
One
this.
second. Break of the highs. That's not financial advice, but I will be going long.
On GJ?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But let's just go full screen then for
Is
you.
that, like that? Okay, so
Oh, you need
Okay.
to be more on the right, but I'm going to add on your screen.
it does.
Yeah. Okay, are you in?
I will be in a second. If we re-break this high, I'm going to take it.
Sure. The man is already not giving us
Stop
even a
will
chance.
be 30. Just looking for that press. There, almost there we go. So we are in on GJ longs right now. You know the drill. 10 is 10.
Now, what I was saying is, if we split screen, keep your candles, everything more to the right.
Okay, got
Because I cut your second, third on the right.
you. I got you. So yeah, boys, my entry was 191.254. It has a 30 pip stop loss on it for a 10 pip gain. Once again, this is purely just my trade based off my opinion with my 8 years of experience in the market. This is not financial advice. So once again, just to add on to that educational part, this was purely just based off this being liquidity right here. Price dips in, grabs liquidity, closes back above. This for me is a type 2 style play, right? Then we got the next candle opening up, no bottom wick though, but then creates a bottom wick and re-breaks its high. That shows me that it came down to pop in, grab the liquidity, break the high. It should continue driving to the resistance point right there. But you know me by now, I'm a 10 pip guy. So this is my trade for the morning. First trade
There's
on
actually another trade after this that's zone
Above the
above.
high?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
because then you can consider that to be
Yeah.
a range breakout.
definitely, yeah.
So that's also the half run, guys. So if we hold above 191.50, then you can really see a nice quick run into 192. So some very, very nice opportunities on GJ this morning.
I like that. That was my more like safe approach. But after I saw what the 15
No,
did over
this
here-
is a little bit more aggressive, but it's a lacquer, can turn into a very lacquer play. Guys, US 30, just checking that previous daily low. I'm just going to go split screen here quickly. Then Miles can also see what I was referring to with these charts. US 30, I'm going to wait for either 15 or a 30 to break above here. Then I would actually consider a potential long position into Asia highs. That's the idea here. NASDAQ similar, but I'm rather going to go US 30. Dollar index currently rejecting Asia highs as mentioned, so I would expect now the dollar to go to the opposite end of the range and therefore gold holding that zone as well that we refer to. All right, gold. Look at that massive bullish engulfing. I think the safer play, honestly, on gold is going to be above 26.90. There's not too much left here. So rather wait for it to get out of this consolidation, because then look at this. We've got this nice range to move into here. All right. So rather going to be a little bit more patient. GU, similar thing to GJ. You can either wait for this to break, because then we are above the half round, which is there, 21.50. And then once we outside of the 21.50 area, we can go and test that previous weekly low. All right, so some aggressive plays here, counter trend, but again, we don't have any major news coming out today, so you could expect some counter trend plays on deck. All right. And then GJ, Miles taking the more aggressive setup here. But if you consider it from here, that lower part of the zone, we closed right back into the range. So as a minimum, you could expect GJ just to pop. Even if it's going to continue lower, you can expect it to pop up, test that flat body resistance area. And then if it's going to reverse, it could reverse from there, or it can break through. All right. So let's see what she does. Miles, I entered it, but I'm actually going to go for that flat body resistance area.
Right, boys.
Once we
TP hit. First one on stream for 2025 in the Vault Thunder office. Let's go. TP hit, boys. Let's go. We did. Smacked live on stream. What are we saying, boy?
Happy New Year.
Yeah, boo. Oh, that's nice YouTube advert. Now it's my braai place.
I went a little bit more. I'm going to lock it in, yeah. What's that? 17. 17 is 17.
Oh, shit.
No. So only reason I did that, Chad, so I'm just going to go split screen here, is as mentioned, as a minimum, like why would price just randomly reject here? Like if it's going to reject, it's going to reject from there. So there's that flat body resistance area. And again, like we said, there's a second potential trade outside of this range as well. But yeah, beautiful. What is that? 17
Stunning.
is 17.
17 is 17.
Okay, Miles, we gotta. Okay, when we split screen, quickly check your chart now.
Oh, shit.
Okay, you
show me,
check
just show me.
more right.
Show
Go
me.
more right. Don't you have YouTube on the one side?
I do, but I have it in full screen with the top chat everywhere. Okay, wait, let me remove this top chat quickly.
Just check there quickly.
Okay, so like this, nah?
More right.
More.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. So because what happened with the full screen chats, I could only take like your right third of your
I
chart.
see.
So because I've changed it up a little bit. Guys, let me know what you guys
I
think.
only click now, like
Yeah.
the layout's actually different.
Yeah.
Oh, jazz. Okay, I got you.
Chat, let me know what you guys think of the new layout. We just wanted something
I love
more
it.
cleaner,
love
simple, decluttered. I don't know if you guys like it. We're still going to play around with it a little bit, but we just wanted to
So
clean
this
things.
wish list for Christmas. Watch list tab doesn't have to close or open, huh? That's all.
No, I set it up when you
Alright.
were not here last week.
All right.
We actually went through all the scenarios, all the scenarios.
Did that dude end up coming into office?
Oh yeah, Reinhard.
Yeah?
Yeah, Reinhard. Oh yeah, Chad, Reinhard, I think I told you guys about it. Dr. Tertius on Binnenlanders. Reinhard was here last week. So we're actually going to join him. He's shooting a TV series here in JBay. Home Renovation Show. He's the producer there. So we're actually going to join him there for a day on set. You're more than welcome to join. Just to get like a little bit of a feel for
sure.
For what TV production looks like. Not that we want to go into TV, but it was just good to chat to somebody also in the creative space. He's got some very cool projects that he's busy with. And then he also said once we're in Joburg, they've got a massive studio there where there's about 13 TV shows that get shot out of that studio. It's like a 190 million rand studio. He said he'll take us through it for the day as well. The weird thing is, Chad, we think like we've got gear here. We're actually still busy with sticks and stones. Those oaks they've got flamethrowers there.
Yes.
We're busy trying to light a fire with 2 rocks. So
what is your entry on that? The same 254?
Now I entered a little bit. So I entered on that first rebreak. So my entry was 26.
20. Okay, I got you.
191, 26 manual entry.
Okay.
And then got about, how much did I squeeze out of this? Only 14. But this thing can run, dude. If this thing can get through this little minor zone here, this thing can run.
Look, if I wasn't a one and done guy, the next setup that closes above your 50 and 30.
Yeah, bottom wick test.
Definitely, dude. Because that's gonna be the reversal play that I was speaking about in the beginning of my analysis, where price needs to come back to tap that 4-hour liquidity zone up here. It's kind of like a given.
Yo, Chad, a lot of drama happening over the holiday. Some very, very sad scenes over the holiday in the trading space.
What did I miss?
Huh?
What did I miss?
So I don't even wanna go into it. Yo. Yeah, Chad, it's honestly, honest to God, it doesn't feel good seeing it. And I honestly wish nothing but the best. I do think he will bounce back from it, 100%.
Oh.
Yeah, I do think he will bounce back for it, and I'm rooting for him to bounce back. There's no bad blood between us or anything. Yeah, the first thing that came to mind when I was watching it, it just comes back to personal finance. I spoke about this so many times where even myself and Keegan last year, Keegan also still a very young guy doing well for himself, and I said, Keegs, as much as we partners here on stream, I still have more miles on me than not miles. I've got more miles on the clock than Keegs, and I said, Keegs, the big thing is that a lot of people don't even have a budget. They don't even know where their money is being spent. They don't even know what their monthly expenditure is. They just have like this little calculation in their head, and very quickly, and I told you guys, the first lesson I learned was when I got married. And in my head, I thought, no, listen, we're fine. We're going to live. And we didn't live. We ate hot dogs and that spruced up chicken that's sprayed with or injected with a lot of salt water. Horrific times. But anyways, so it comes back to personal finance, managing your expenditure, making sure you're saving. Comes back to that little book, Richest Man in Babylon, teaching a lot of principles regarding how to accumulate wealth, how to store it. So, Yeah, somebody, a lot of guys asked me, was he throwing shots at me? I don't know. Honestly, no bad blood between us. I know the one guy was talking about borrowing money, but let me not get into that. I know exactly who that is, but let me not expose people here. No, until we didn't catch strays. Yeah, I mean, you can't say it. You still have a core. You still, I do think it's clever if you play it as a marketing tool, trying to get people emotional about it. Yeah. Honestly, to the one, let me not digress what I think, but either way, it's not good to see. Really hope the man bounces back. One thing I must say is that Rydell, I watched Rydell's video of it. Rydell is an absolute hitman when it comes to you. No. So, Chad, I'm not laughing about the situation. I'm just laughing. Rydell, yo. Listen here, you can't come and cry about Rydell if there's no.
I saw Stian. Miles, I'm curious, have you looked at entering 15 minutes earlier? Basically, the 15-minute doji could be the confirmation candle and then enter. That is one of my ways of entry. I've got 5 different ways of entry. It's all in my course with my members. Something similar to that is the way I enter. Similar, not exact like that. I still need more confirmations than that. Yeah, for me, I will personally rather, I don't know about you, Chris, I would rather miss a move or miss pips and get the extra confirmation than get it earlier with
100%.
less of a confirmation.
Somebody was asking me the other day, why do I wait for a bottom wick and not just enter on the close? And I said, think about it this way. Let's say I'm waiting for a break of structure here on US 30. And let's say US 30 gives me the bullish candle that I want. There's the closure. And all I'm saying is, let's just draw this. I just want to show you guys where missing out on 3 pips can save you 30 pips if you're going into drawdown. So my idea here on US 30 is that if we close above here, I want to go long because we're holding a previous daily low and weekly low. And then all I want to see is a bottom wick. Why do I want to see a bottom wick? Because that for me on a lower time frame is just a retest of that structure level there. And then once we break the high, then I can be relatively confident that we don't need to come back here again. So we open up and we immediately break the high. Now I know from past experience is that there's a very high probability that this candle opening up, breaking that high, is going to flip bearish again to come and close back into the range. All right. So it's going to have the opposite effect of the bottom wick first, where that now is to basically entice your early buyers, the guys that do not want to wait for a bottom wick, and you can get something like that. And what's going to happen then is you're just going to come all the way back into the range. All right. So that just you waiting for that couple of maybe a minute or two, those couple of pips just to create a bottom wick, and then on the break of that high gives you that confirmation for a better entry. And I think Miles will agree Miles, we've seen this, and this then becomes that exact same play that we had now on GJ. Then this play becomes that exact same play we had on GJ. I just inverted the chart now. And then what you have is a failure to continue lower. Let's go back to GJ quickly. Let me just invert the chart back. And then we've got that. Now it's coming back inside of the range. And that is why I like waiting for a confirmation. Similar to this candle, started first breaking the high. Very, very high probability that this could close bearish, come and retest that area. So it's just a little step into what can happen and how you can react to it.
Yeah, and then just to add on that, Stian, just to add on to your thing, obviously each to their own and everybody trades their own strategy, but another reason why I don't use the doji is because it's an indecision candle. How do I know that that doji won't continue in the direction that it is already going? So personally, the doji is not enough, and that's why I waited for that confirmation, was to show me. And as of late, reversal plays after breaking out of major areas, one of my favorite ways of entering the market. It just gives me like a solid confirmation that there is not enough buyers or sellers at that time.
Dollar index rejecting that US 30. I still like it, guys. I even still like it if we take Asia lows and we come back above that previous weekly low. Otherwise, we can continue lower. I just want to kindly reiterate that. Nice move, though. The Niblet special entry model was on... It was on Friday. Did you see it? At 11 o'clock. The Niblet special before NFP.
No, I think
I'm gonna show you now.
I think I jumped off stream around
There's it.
11.
Yeah, previous daily. I don't know if you can see my chart. Previous daily high. There was your breakout. There was your pulse candle. Buy stops above there. Let's say go 15. I don't even know if this is the right way to trade the Niblet special, but I saw it and I was like, "This." There's your previous daily high.
Yes,
Holding
yes,
above it. Buy stops there, and let's see.
Now, sweep of liquidity. Yeah.
Let's see it quickly.
Break of the high.
Yeah, there's it done.
Yeah, that's the strategy, man.
Niblet special.
Type 5, beautiful. Very nice. I think Sian needs to talk about the doji. Yeah, you guys are actually confusing me with this thing.
Tariq, how are you, my brother?
Yes, I understand my strategy has been on for me. Giving consistent results, but we trade more or less the same way as use our time frame. 100%. Well, first things first, once your strategy has been blueprinted to be consistent before you even tackle the live charts, that's what you got to do. Backtesting, super important. Blueprint the strategy to work. Then once you've got it to work, then you can forward test it.
Guys, I flew in Mr. Prop Firm Killer himself, Bonang, is here for 2 days with us. So he's going to give us the blueprint how to kill a prop firm. But no, guys, we've got I flew Bonang in. I wanted to do an interview with him. He still has the single largest payout from Vault Funder. So he's in the house. We're shooting a party with him tomorrow. And also Mo is a big fan of the man. So I said, Mo, must I bring him into the office? Mo was like, yo, man. And I said, I'll do it. So surprised Mo this morning. Mo's a big Bonang fanboy. What's your thoughts on the course, Tariq, dude? It's I told somebody last week, I think it was it Ruan? I think I told Ruan and I said, give that course another 20 years. It sounds a lot, but all of the trees they've planted, once those trees have gotten to a level, it could even take 30 years. I can see it as a very user-friendly friendly course. You can't really lose your balls. There's not a lot of rough. Everything is almost cut. Your second cut is almost your rough as well. So I think you can really go low on that course. However, there's I didn't play it, Tariq. Unfortunately not. There wasn't enough time to play it, so I just walked it the one day. Beautiful little course. Definitely want to go back and play it. But in terms of a little place like Robertson, I think that course, give it 20 years. Once those trees and the hedges and everything start growing, it's going to give you almost a little bit of a Augusta feel to it. But those guys spend money on that course, guys. So around about 6 o'clock in the mornings when I woke up, grabbed a coffee, walked outside, that entire course gets sprinkled. Like every square inch of that golf course has got sprinklers. So they are spending some money on it. Well maintained as well. I don't know what you think of it, Tariq. What is your thoughts on it? Chris, we're so near to Cape Town, should have brought the family. Nazam, you know, the weird thing is we said that, but we were there only for 4 days and we wanted to do everything. We went to like 5 wine farms when we were in Stallies. The next day in Robertson we did about 3 or 4. There just wasn't enough time. No, Tariq, it's I would say if I'm in Cape Town, I would make a trip over the weekend. The boys, definitely, it's a enjoyable course, I would say, for somebody starting off. Or not starting off, even just in general. I want to say if your handicap is 10 and above, you will absolutely enjoy that course. Very forgiving. Had some beautiful wines as well. Got myself the best bottle of Pinotage in the world. Literally was awarded the best Pinotage. I have to say the highlight of the trip was a little wine called Jamala Gewürztraminer from not an expensive wine, guys. It's not you're not going to bedazzle anyone, but it's quite a sweet white, but the more you drink it, the more bitter it gets. It's a very weird. And then also the gem, I want to say, I think we paid like 59 Rand a bottle. It was also a Pinotage from Van Leeuwen, the African Java. I don't know how that is 59 Rand. That is absolutely ridiculous. Very beautiful wine as well. And then we had some big boy wines as well. That that thing sits in you. Babylon's Torrent. I don't think so, Anu. I don't think so. Johannes on, definitely. We were literally 50 k's away from Cape Town. Might as well push through. NAS dropping out. Guys, I just think in general, if you think about it last year, remember that friend of mine I was talking to round about year while we were making new hours. I told her personally, for me, I said I'm selling out of the US positions, and she's like, why? And I said, think about it. You're going to an end of year. You at a new all-time high. You got a new president coming into power on Jan. You've got the Fed waiting to see what Trump is going to do once he gets into office. You've got a little bit of a shift from the Fed being ultra dovish to now being slightly more hawkish, making comments around inflation. saying that Trump's policies against China is going to be inflationary. So I said, why do you want to have that tail risk with you? Sell out, wait for the new year, see what Trump does his first 2-3 weeks regarding China and the rest. And was absolutely the right call. And also a lot of profit taking, guys. If you had a solid year, you're not going to sit on a stock over December. Things like the LA fires happen, things like these plane crashes that could potentially harm Boeing. I don't know which plane it was it a Boeing or Airbus, but all of that has a direct effect on the market. So just in general, I see this as a bigger pullback. I'm not overall bearish on US 30. If you think about it, US 30, there's your yearly pivot. Once we get there, then I can say, listen here, things could get a little spicy if we start holding below it. But otherwise, still then, outlook is still super bullish long term. But in terms of the session, NASDAQ, previous daily low being taken, previous weekly low being taken. As mentioned, if we cannot hold above this zone here, retest fails there, this thing can really take a dump. Or this is just your fake out. Asia lows being taken. Once it comes back into the range, nice little pullback play for us all the way back to Asia highs. All right, so that's the idea. Same with US 30. I wouldn't take US 30 off Asia lows though, if I'm very honest, just purely because we've got that previous weekly low and that previous daily low. I would need to see it hold above that level for me personally. Miles absolutely ruining our stream with that early win. Now
it's like, I still have 10 fingers, still got 10 toes. My bad, brother. I'll prolong my wins for a bit later in the stream from now on.
Who said?
Gold, GG looking spicy though.
Dude, I told you that thing has got the potential to. That thing had the potential to. I would say though now on the 15, I would wait for a break above here.
Yeah.
A closure. This for me isn't really the niblet special because that bottom it's more like a ab roller candle. Or would you consider this?
I'll pull it.
Huh?
I'll pull it.
Would you say this is a niblet special?
Don't pan to my screen, but just look at my screen quickly.
Okay. Okay, I check. So it is a special. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lower time frame retest as well.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take it because I've taken my trade for the day.
Yeah.
We're already in the green.
I almost wanted to say a Diddy special. But Diddy does bad things. Jexy, I see that comment. Dude, with where the world is at, I don't even want to read that comment. But I wouldn't be surprised. That is the thing. At this stage, you cannot be surprised by anything. Expect anything and everything. Andre, good morning, James. Very long time. I see all the best for 2025 for all of us. I trust you're all doing very well under the guidance of the G's.
Welcome, what's happening, brother?
Top of the morning, everyone. Happy New Year to all the Peach Nation. Chat, if you haven't done so, who's new here? Give me a one in the chat. Anyone that's here for the first time. I feel like it's just a family.
Miles should be sponsored by Jake Paul's W Spray. The man is just a walking W.
Get that man.
Brian, dude, get the man in Super C. Brian, check this out. So last week, Keegan sends a message of him and Chris in the office.
Both
and
of us.
I promise you,
did he get mine in as well?
I missed my bras so much when he sent me this photo. I don't know if you can see it on the stream. Can you see that?
Oh, there.
If it's not Chris and if it's not Chris and Keegan drinking Super C, I'm like, bruh, I miss you guys so much.
No, listen here, but Keegan was fighting it. So I walk in, and Keegan is a big Red Bull guy, and I hear like the can crack, and I'm like, bro, what is that? Is that a Super C? And I still laughed, and I'm like, nah, Miles converted. He's like, nah, I did. And then I walked down to the Paki shop. I got one as well. He's like, bro, what did you do now? I'm like, I got one as well. Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Donway's back and even more viewers than before. Hey, Chad, Alex, that the weird thing though is people have a short memory, man. People have a short memory. I don't know what's going on there with the man, but maybe that was a publicity stunt.
I wouldn't even be
Maybe
surprised.
nobody even lost money. I don't know. Maybe he comes back and says, "Hey, surprise, surprise, guys! Nobody lost money."
Because like I think last week he said he already covered like 60 to 80% of the accounts already in a week.
Maybe that is just a very almost like that guy that said he lost weight, but he didn't lose weight. Then he took a video 2 years ago. Chad, what's that guy's name?
What?
What's the guy's name? Keegan. He was all over TikTok.
The
fat,
Pesco.
that's quite a fat guy, and then he lost weight, and it was like he was actually putting stuff on TikTok from 2 years ago while he was busy losing the weight.
Oh,
Yeah, Nick Avocado.
yeah. He was he did mukbang. What's it called? Magbang videos. Magbang videos.
Avocado. Trading is not working for me. Invalid symbol. Miles is taking 4 trades at a time.
Shoo, that's tough, dude. Mukbang, yes, that's what it's called. Mukbang.
Mukbang.
Just reload, brother. Make sure you typed it in properly. Oh, you know what you should do? You should be saving it as a wish list. A watch list. What's up with your wish list?
For the guys that just joined, unfortunately, we already smacked the W this morning. So that makes it a little bit weird. This is that first date. You go on a first date, and all of your lines, like your pre-rehearsed lines that you wanted to talk about, and now you're just like eating. It's like, yo, lekker weer, sure, it is steak, yes, see. Amper so skalkburger se shins. Hulle skalkburger se shins vir ons hier gee. GJ is about to take flight. Yeah. Guys, the second idea here is, like I mentioned, a minor break of structure there. Then we can head into this 192 zone here at the left. Ultimately, that previous daily low. Beautiful trade there this morning. US 30 currently holding Asia lows. Asia lows currently holding here. NASDAQ, again, I would say wait to see what we do on that retest there. Let's see what we do there. I see vault markets have a lot of different accounts. Do you guys use the zero spread account? Which do you? We can't recommend anything paper Empire. I think what you should do is maybe check out what's going to suit your trading style. We, for the most part, use the bonus accounts on US 30. It just gives you some extra margin. But ultimately, there's no one size fits all. Donnie, wait, I think Don took a huge loss again on Friday. Entered the sun on gold at the bottom of the NFP candle. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Oh, yeah, guys, sorry, man. Just coming back to NFP. For the Project G guys that were on the call, they'll tell you my expectation for NFP was super bullish dollar, bearish US 30, and then bullish on gold. Gold gave this first liquidity sweep lower and then moved up. The reason for that, what I told the guys, is there's a lot of uncertainty, especially around what Trump is going to be doing once he gets into the office, because he is somewhat of a loose cannon. We cannot deny, we can't say Trump is this 100% diplomatic, stable human being. He wears his heart on his sleeve. So that's the one thing with Trump. And that's why I like him. If you don't like him, that's fine. We can still like each other, all right? Let's just, yeah, what you like and what I like does not necessarily have to mean the same thing. So I said for that reason, I think there's a lot of hedging going on in the gold market where guys are hedging themselves against some tail risk of what Trump and what the Fed is going to do. And then secondly, the dollar, obviously after that repricing of the hurricanes, I said that they set the bar very low for 160. That was the expected 160, very, very low. NFP was always going to beat that. So, and then, yeah, US 30 from a technical perspective, as much as there was some fundamental backing, US 30 from a technical perspective, I told the guys we took the previous weekly high. That was almost a giveaway for me from a technical perspective. We took the previous weekly high and we never traded back above that level. That is the weird thing. And I said we were trading somewhere here, and I said I just want to see what US 30 is going to do down here. I want to see if we can fill out that range, see some type of bounce. So as much as it was a fundamental play, there were a lot of technicals lining up with this move lower. So yeah, that was a nice first W for the NFP. Paco, I'm still holding all of my mining stocks, believe it or not. I'm still holding every single one of them. The one I'm very sad about, I'm not sad, you can't be sad in this game, is Renogen. I think I'm down like 85% on that stock. I was actually sitting over the weekend. I'm keeping my local portfolio as is, and every month now I'm going to start averaging into the US markets. So I already started end of last year. Only two holdings so far in the US. It's these two. And again, not financial advice, guys. Please chat to your financial advisor before making any financial decision. What I share here is what I do, and you should never ever do what I do. These are the only two holdings that I currently have. It's Vanguard's S&P 500, and it's Charles Schwab US Dividend Equity Fund. This one is down 5% currently. I had two averages in last year, and this one is currently up about 1%. So I'm not even concerned about the drawdown. I'm actually wishing that it draws down so that I can buy into it. And then my local portfolio is the best one is ARK Investments. That's currently up 44%. Exara is down 26%. Implat is down 8.7%. I have been averaging into him a little bit. Kumba Iron Ore down 31%. Merafe is up 9%. Purple Group is down 35%. That thing was down almost 80% at one stage. Then Renogen down 78%. I must actually just go and see what is happening with Renogen. This is Renogen. Luckily, not a big holding there on Renogen. There you can see it minus 78% on Renogen. I was thinking of doubling up, basically meaning, let's say if I've got 100,000 in Renogen, you throw another 1,000 at the current price, then almost when it retraces half of the losses, you just get out, but I'm not going to do that. And then Tungela down 25%. So the mining idea getting absolutely mollywopped. The only thing keeping this portfolio neutral at this stage is ARK Investments. So ARK is, if I'm not mistaken, is a Rupert company. ARK is currently up 44%. But yeah, that's the idea. And then I'm still trying to get out of this Easy Properties. Yeah, horrific. Don't do it, guys. Easy Properties on Easy Equities is a load of bullshit. Don't do it. you get stuck into those properties, and the rental dividend yield that they show, it's not even close.
A bit off topic there. GJ, if it closes beneath this current zone, it should be good for shorts.
15, eh?
Yes, sir. 15 engulfing, 5-minute break with that microstructure. Close back beneath the area in alignment with that 30-minute time frame. Next candle needs to pop up, open, grab liquidity, re-break lows, and boom, bow's your uncle. Just a quick one. I won't be taking this trade because I've already taken a trade and I've won, which means I'm done for the day. Number 2, this is just education. It's not financial advice. So if I was to take a trade, I have a top wick. So at the break of the lows, 2 pips below, I would sell. Personally, I would like to see it create a bigger top wick and then re-break, and then I'll take it with my stop loss being 30 pips. So this would be the idea there if I was to take another position.
Jake's, wait. Jake's always has like he puts a little crumb somewhere in the chat, and then he's like, come on, go outside. Drake went outside. Wait. Chat, drop a like if you haven't done so. 2025. Let me just see.
Am I the only one seeing penguins walk around here?
No, man.
I'm busy building an igloo here.
Yo. Let's check it. Who's that of? Might have been conspiracy. Go outside. Drake went outside. No, man, Jakes. Give us some context here, man. Give us some context. We Buy Cars up 50. Dude, We Buy Cars is an absolute marketing machine. One thing I have heard, though, is a lot of people have said things in terms of quality has gone down, like at We Buy Cars. They like, look, We Buy Cars is a massive marketing machine. Their marketing is brilliant. But in terms of the machine has become so big, and once it gets to that stage, you can get parts falling off. Speaking hypothetically,
Angela in my members chat, he's asking me that I visit Little Jamaica. No, man, I was meaning it's so cold in the office. That's why penguins is walking around.
I just read a bad post from MoneyWeb about We Buy Cars. And Pilo, that's the thing. But I have to say, in terms of their marketing, go anywhere to any major mall. There's like a little stall there, so you see it. They won all the billboards. They basically did radio. We Buy Cars. That's the thing about marketing. We spoke about it last week when we planned for the year. And I said marketing actually, to some extent, needs to be irritating. It needs to be like that song of Kurt Darren, Hop Hop Spinnekop. It's so cuck, but it's so viral because you play it to tell somebody either how cuck it is or to irritate somebody. And now that song is viral, and that's the thing. You got to choose your poison. But brilliant, their marketing, absolute marketing machine. Even if you drive in Joburg from the airport into Josie, their one warehouse, I think it's like, dude, the sign on there could be maybe like 1,000 square meters. I'm not even lying. It's like they painted it on the side of the massive warehouse building. So you drive and you see this massive sign, like big in your face. Then even on the billboard, you see it. So they're everywhere. Yeah. Like you know, We Buy Cars. We Buy Cars.co. What do you guys do? We Buy Cars.
But there's a lot of gimmicks that's popular now. There's another one now, We Buy Cars with a Z. Like there's a lot of people trying to copy it.
Oh really?
Yeah, let's check it out.
I can't believe the guys haven't done something like we sell signals. It's I think that's too easy for the FSCA. That's too easy for the FSCA. FSCA would just be like, what? You sell what?
Yeah, come here, let's
have a chat.
Let's have a chat.
We listen, we don't judge. Yeah, I saw that on Rux. Hey, Rux, my brother, hope you're well. Chris, give people ideas.
Listen, I think we're gonna have to wear a scrum cap for these earphones. Otherwise, you're walking out this your cauliflower ears, my bruh.
Is it hurting?
It's choking me.
Like
6 love.
I'm comfortable.
My
I'm
ears
like,
is choked, but I'm like,
I'm like,
this is
where have
good.
these headphones been? Chad, also some cool stuff happening at Vault Funder. Just want to give you guys some insights. The monthly competitions are gonna hopefully start next week. So I don't know if you've seen these monthly competitions. They're completely free. Every month you can enter, and there's going to be monthly prizes there. So, Chris, were you trading? Absolutely not until my phone was sometimes not even on. So the monthly competitions are starting very soon. The one-step challenge is also going to be introduced in the next week or two. And then we're also working on instant funding as well. So no challenges, instant funding. The big thing is instant funding. It's not like it has not been done. Instant funding has been done. The big thing with instant funding is making it competitive. And the guys literally, the way that it currently works is this way. I just want to show you guys. So the way instant funding currently works is, let's say I say this is an instant funding account.
Round 1. Fight.
nice.
$10,000. You get $10,000 of instant funding. You are allowed to lose not more than 5% per day, and you're not allowed to lose more than 10% overall. And then they price it at $1,000. So technically, all they're doing is your effective capital that you can lose. That's what they're asking for the challenge. There was no thought placed into this. So why the heck would I go and buy a prop from you? You can argue now that you're getting $10,000 worth of buying power. That could be the one advantage. You can argue is that with $1,000 you can't really do much in terms of your sizing, but in terms of your actual what you can lose, you can still just lose $1,000. So my thing is, and I want to give away too much of the intellectual IP that I'm working on, is that if traders are consistent, let's just put it that way, we can almost cut this to a third. So it's not directly correlated. So there's a way that urges good risk management. But that is a little bit of a longer project. That's not just something you're going to bake out in a week. It's going to be one step, Kaylin. You're only going to have to do one phase. And then instant funding. Stove, I think it's there's going to be different strokes for different folks, if I'm honest. It's going to be different strokes for different folks. That's why I say no, there's no one size fits all. Even though I found my Crocs yesterday, Miles.
Really?
Boardwalk, that little mall.
Yes, yes.
We got the kids stationery there at that Rico, I don't even know what the shop, Yokiko or whatever. They wanted stationery from there. And I see the Croc shop across the...
Next to the movie.
Yeah, I was there. And I go and I say, do you guys have a size 15 Croc? And the guy's like, absolutely we have it. I'm like, don't lie.
Size 15.
He walks up. Remember the size 15 on that shoe is actually a UK 14.
I hear you.
So it's a UK 14. He walks up. He's like, only bad thing is I only have two colors, blue and white. I said, bro, the white, I'm looking for the whites.
That's the one. Lekker. So Clock Friday this Friday.
Yeah.
We in.
I was wearing it yesterday, entire day.
So for that educational purpose, which wasn't financial advice. That was a TP right there. Like, so that, for those who want to know, this was a type 2. Continuation play off your 30. You have price retesting your area, faking out a lot of early buyers. Price closes back into the zone after engulfing. Top wick, break of the low, boom. TP hit.
Kaylan, the one step, there's still a bit of work. Yeah, I want to say optimistically end of the month, but we must just see how much work it is with the tech team. But yeah, the one step I think could be quite a nice one. Then the instant funding. Alrighty, Miles, I think that is us for the first session of the year.
This thing has been an awesome one, brother.
It has been a goodie, Chad.
US
30, yeah, I'm just gonna say US 30. Let's just do this quickly. US 30. I'm gonna watch Asia lows. I'm gonna be on the PC a little bit later, and then I'm gonna see what we do here. All right.
What do you want?
I want to see some type of reversal play back to Asia highs. Because we're trading at a weekly low on the back of no news or anything. So I don't necessarily like that. So I want to see some type of reversal set up here, even if it's just a weekly pullback. But we'll see.
Gotcha.
We'll see. Other than that, gold
and if it closes beneath the Asia low now?
You can take it, but I'm going to say be very, very aggressive with your management.
Bet.
Because at any stage, this thing can just flip around, if I'm very, very honest. But it can run as well. A trend is more likely to continue than to reverse. GBPUSD. Guys, this is what we spoke about. Exactly what we drew out, Miles, when we said why wait for bottom wick, why want a top wick. This thing opened up top wick first, and we said very likely it will close bearish. It's going to retest that zone. And there it completely failed.
Is
and
that GU?
This is GU.
Looks exactly like GJ.
Yeah, GJ exactly.
And you don't pay correlator, man.
No. I just trade it for what it is. And there it is, guys. If you did not wait for bottom wick first and then a break of these highs, you got chopped. So that is quite a nice. We're good. So let's hope NAS melts checks. Let's hope it does. Guys, we will see you all back tomorrow. Get over to vaultfunder.trade. Get yourself a fresh challenge for the year. Monthly competitions also starting hopefully in the next week or two. Might lean it over to the first competition starting in Feb, just purely because Jan has already started. We've got meetings and stuff with the tech team tomorrow just to demo everything, but we've been working on this since last year because a lot of guys have asked to demo the service, see what the conditions are like. This is the perfect way. It's free of charge, and there's also going to be some prizes at the end of it.
I like that.
And yeah, good to be back. Nice trades here. 2 trades actually. And yeah, give me feedback on what you guys think of the new stream layout. Very simple, very clean. I also don't want us to feel like we're going backwards in what we're doing.
Yeah.
But also, I just thought from a user perspective, keeping it clean, keeping it simple, maybe bit of a more matured look. I don't know, Miles will go back now on the stream and give us his feedback as well.
We can have a chat afterwards.
Yeah. But other than that, Chad, what's happening with the merch? The merch is in the office. We must just pull the trigger. Keegan is creative.
with all the antisocial t-shirts, I'm wearing them all so I can wear them in for you guys. So when you wear it, it's lekker.
Miles, any closing remarks here after the first session?
Nothing really, brother. Like, all I want to say is back like we never left, man. Beautiful session. Thank you to all you guys for joining. We'll see you guys Chris and Keegs will be on for New York. So after
Yeah.
Keegs is back, boys. And then I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Let's catch another.
With the super. Did you bring a super C this morning? Not.
No, but there's something coming in like a couple of minutes. So I'm gonna go fetch it.
What is coming? A super C. Great.
Super C's.
Chad, we're gonna chat to Super C. Maybe endorse us. Get a Super C fridge here, and every morning before stream. And one thing I have to say, what got Keegan as well was the fact that the Super C is very low in calories. That is the big-
236 calories.
Chad, that's like a few nuts. And what did I say about these nuts?
These nuts.
Suck my nuts. Now I'm saying, Chad, there's literally a guy on my Steam. That is his nickname. So, last one before we go, my uncle bought his son a gaming PC, and I said, he's 12 now, and I said, listen here, I don't know if he should be playing on Steam. And he's like, why? And I gave him some of the nicknames that were on there, and I said it's just a very explicit environment. Rather, let's see if we can put some age stuff on there, but I don't know. Suck my nuts. Yeah, that's literally his nickname on Steam. Chad, a beautiful session. We will see you guys this afternoon with Keegs. I know Keegs is frothing at the bit to get on stream. He almost tagged Miles out. He said he's giving Miles 1 more minute. If Miles is not here, he's coming in. Put me in, coach. So we'll see you guys a little bit later. Peace and love, Chad.
Cheers, boys. Keep well.
Cheers.
We out.